We are here today to talk to you about a couple of books that are on the banned list that are also set in the 1980s and early 1990s. And I am here for it. Class of 88. Love my Class of 88 pin. So we got it going on. My 94 college pin. And our headphones and our scarves and our spangles and jingles. So we are very excited. This first book is by Rowell, and it is called Eleanor Park.
This is an amazing coming-of-age story. An amazing story. I've read the story more than once. The story touches you right in the heart.
It is just very sweet. And it is a bit of a romance. It's a bit of a buddy story.
But it is a bumpy road.
It is.
For the protagonist.
It is.
She has a harsh home life.
And this book is set in 1986. And they are sophomores in 1986, which for me, I was a sophomore in 1986.
And the music they listen to, I mean, when you talk about the music.
And the headphones with the batteries. I got my little headphones pin.
And was it a Walkman
Yes.
that you put the songs on? You would make her mixtapes.
And mixtapes. And the Smiths. And I listened to some Whitney Houston and some Michael Jackson on my way in today to get me into the vibe. But the vibe is absolutely the 1980s. So if you lived the 1980s and want to go back there, this is a wonderful ride. And if you didn't live the 1980s but would like to know what it was like,
Yes.
It's a wonderful ride.
And it is a wonderful ride because although I love this story and it touches me in so many ways, you know, there was a harshness to the life of this sweet kid.
And we should say some trigger warnings.
Yeah.
There's some abuse, there's alcoholism, there's some violence.
And the bullying.
Lots of
not
bullying.
good. Yeah.
But ultimately they find their way,
They do.
which is the construct of
Yeah.
the story. It's
Yeah.
these people who are in a struggle who find their way. So that's Eleanor Park. Our next book is also on the banned list and made the top 10 banned list this year, which just surprises me because it was published in 1999.
1999.
The Perks of Being a
24
Wallflower.
years ago. Yeah, and so I guess, so one of the things about this book I think that really stands out to me is, well, the other book as well, but belonging and how powerful that is, and how that makes us feel when we belong and when we don't belong. And I just felt so for him.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And he really is having a struggle. Again, some content warning on abuse.
Yeah.
There's some content warning on bullying. But it is a very powerful, also like Eleanor Park, coming of age story about finding your tribe of people. This is set all in 1991. He's a sophomore.
Yep.
But his friends are all seniors,
Yep,
which is
all
also
graduating,
his sister's class, or his brother who is left to go to college. And it is very much this story arc of trying to find that sense of who you are and where you fit. And this book is 200 pages.
So this book worked finding your place, not just for the main characters, but for really, I felt all of them were struggling to find their place.
Yes.
And I felt that there were some stumbles along the way.
Whoever you were as a teenager, or whoever you are, or whoever you want to be, that character is in this book.
Yeah.
And that to me was very powerful. The author is the exact same age as me. We were born in 1970. He published this book in 1999.
Yeah.
And it is very much the coming of age story that those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s needed but didn't have.
Exactly.
And now it continues to
Right.
speak to.
This book is always checked out, incredibly popular. Both of these books always checked out, incredibly popular. We have more than one copy. Love to see you down here.
Come get them.